All right. What's up? How's everyone doing? I'm going to take this video, not try to do it as quickly as possible, but my last videos were in February and I was suffering pretty horribly. Around the time I made the videos or slightly after, I went into a very bad flare up in symptoms. So much so that I ended up bedridden for probably a couple weeks. The drop I did in the Klonopin at the time was too much. And I also had switched to the liquid. That combination was way too much for my nervous system. I was okay maybe the first like week or two, and then it all just hit me, and I was just very, very, very sick. Very sick. It was close to being the worst I ever was in my life, which is saying a lot considering how much bullshit I've been through with my health. I moved into my new apartment in March, and the day I moved in, I couldn't help move in because I was that sick. I ended up going back to the 0.5, like the regular pill version, and it kind of like reset. And I started to see this new psychiatrist who specializes in tapering at a very slow pace. She basically explained that I have to go so slow that it's going to take years. This isn't for everybody, obviously. A lot of people can come off of benzos pretty quickly. Not a lot, but some. It all has to do with the nervous system and the way that your nervous system responds to the taper. Some people just have, essentially, it's a nervous system injury or a brain injury, whatever you want to call it. That is why it is so difficult to try to get off of these medications for some people, not for everybody. I went back to 0.5 in early March or late February, and I stayed at 0.5 for about a month and a half. And I made a lot of improvements. That was the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to do this so fucking slow. It's going to be crazy. So I'm going to explain this the best I can for those who are struggling, trying to get off of these medications, or I guess other medications too, antidepressants, which I'm also doing, the Effexor, but that's going to be after the Klonopin. Basically what I'm doing is, because my body did not like the liquid form of Klonopin at all, I am shaving down my pill using a nail file and a milligram scale. I started to shave down my pill very slowly, and I'm going to explain the math behind this and how I do it for other people. And then after that, I'm going to get into like what I've been up to and what my life has been like. So here I have my Klonopin tablets, and I have this nail file, which I've been using. It's like this one I bought from CVS. And then I have my scale. So I did a 2% cut from 0.5. Now that is 0.49. That is very slow. That is what I did in the beginning. So essentially, if you're taking the 0.5, the 2% reduction brings it to 0.49. And using the scale, what you do is you weigh the pill. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. So I got my scale here. I'm going to turn it on. It's going to go to all zeros. And then I'm going to weigh the pill. So it can range anywhere from 0.156 to I've gotten ones up to 0.168. I don't know. It's pretty big range. Try not to focus on that so much. Just do the same amount each time. Don't worry about making sure every pill weighs the same, because it's just not going to. So let's say that I have a pill that weighs 0.160. I'm going to multiply that by 0.98, and that would be 0.1568. So essentially you'd be trying to get to 0.157 would be like your goal, to get that 2% decrease. So I would shave it down a little bit, weigh it again, see if it's dropped at all. If it hasn't, or if it's dropped a little bit, just keep shaving until it reaches 0.157. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you get to 0.156, not a big deal. It's such a small amount. It's not going to matter. Like I said, every pill weighs slightly different, but just make sure that you're doing the math every day. Do it pill by pill. Don't just try to get to 0.157 each time, because that's going to dysregulate you more than going it, taking it pill by pill. So I'm currently at 0.475 milligrams. So I've done a total of a 5% decrease since May 1st. That pace has been pretty good for me. It's been really good. I've had stretches where I haven't been so great. I've still had flare-ups. I've still had panic attacks. But overall, I've been able to do a lot more and actually start to live my life again. So for those who have nervous system injury or dysautonomia, or whatever it might be, this is the best way to go about tapering off of these meds. So on July 1st, I'm going to do another probably 2.5% decrease from where I'm at. Like I said, I'm only 5% from where I was. And it's been almost 2 months. So that's very slow. But the good thing is that I have minor symptoms, minor to moderate. But doing it like this, I'm telling you, just do it. Like, you'll be able to get your life back a little bit, depending on how bad things have been or how things were for you. I was really sick in February and early March. I probably had like 50 to 100 different symptoms, both mental and physical. And I'm back to not who I was, but it's a whole lot better than where I was. And that is so important for just like your overall mental state, because I was really, really struggling. And I've been able to do stuff again and take care of my kids and hang out with friends and start working a little bit, and just getting my life back has really helped my overall mental state. Because don't even want to think about what happened over the winter. So if you have any questions, please send me a message. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff I haven't talked about or left out, but I think for now this is a good starting point. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.